Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Welcome into round number 3 of the American Open Wheel Racing Series season as we are in a state that has one of the funnest and biggest road courses in all of America. 4 miles long, the Road America racetrack that sits in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, has been home of some great IndyCar racing, and lately stock car racing has made its home here, and we have got ourselves a great field of drivers in this race. And as they are on their very long pace lap, let's take a look at the point standings as we enter tonight's race, round number 3. Andrew Marquez jumped to the point lead over Stephen Larkamp after his win last week or the last race, I should say, at Gateway. Sam Blackwood third, Nate Hayden, Gavin Sanders, your top 5 in the points. Sam Fontaine, Dylan Gonis, Luke Daniels, Robert Sadler, Dan Morera, your top 10 as we go into this evening's race. As we look at the schedule, of course, the big date to note, tomorrow night, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, round number 5 to 300 miles, the 6th running of the race. That will be tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern here on the Captain Esports Network. Looking forward to putting that race on. Of course, this race was ran back on the 6th of January. I was still going through you-know-what at work. So here we are now broadcasting the race here for you as they work through turn number 5 right now. Look at starting lineup for this race as they work on the pace lap right now. They get ready for the first of 35 laps around this track. Gavin Sanders, he is a Road America winner in the VOR series. He is on the pole. Alongside him will be Nate Hayden. Andrew Marquez, last race winner at Gateway. He'll start next to Robert Sadler. Sam Blackwood, Stephen Larkamp, row 3. Luke Daniels and Charles Baldwin, row number 4. Row 5, Jim Herrick, Joey Ladasor, Dylan Gonis, and Dan Bernera in row number 6. In the final row of a 13-car field, Matthew Telder will be in that row. Isaac Morris, obviously, is the admin. Austin Sarr is a engineer for a team, so he is not in this race also. As they work their way through the carousel down towards the Kink in Canada corner on this 4-mile road course. As we mentioned, the cameras tonight presented by TrackCams 4 Gourmet. You can check them out online at trackcams22.com, also on Facebook and on the iRacing forums. Tonight it is 31 laps, which is, if I do the math correctly, 124 miles or something like that on this 4-mile course. Sunset Arctic graphics number 10 there of Gavin Sanders going to lead him to the green flag. Gavin, a actual professional driver that has a lot of fun and is a great IndyCar driver, and one that will give Nate Hayden, I think, a good race, and Andrew Marquez, two of the faster guys we've seen recently, part of this new team with AOWRS Racing. As pace car is going to hang a right as we climb the hill and come to the green flag on this 4-mile road course known as Road America. It's round number 4 of the American Open Wheel Racing Series on the Captain Esports Network. Let's buckle up and let's enjoy the ride here in Road America. Down the turn number 1, right-handed corner, second gear corner as they climb down the hill to turn 3, actually, Blue. Not, that's turn 2 right there, that curve. Kind of weird. Everybody clean, it looks like, through the first couple of corners. That is Marquez being attacked by Blackwood into turn 5. He will make the pass, so move Blackwood up to the 3rd spot. Putting pressure on the 10 as they already opened it up a little bit over a second over Blackwood and Marquez. through the carousel for the first time. Hayden right there on the back wing of the number 10. As he takes a look to the high side here, see if he can cross him over through Canada corner for the first time. Blackwood right there behind him. Marquez also. Robert Sadler so far. Good run for him in the 5th position as they climb turn 13 to turn number 14 and back up the hill to complete a lap here on this track. It is a very fast track, but very technical also. It's one that I've grown accustomed to and enjoy racing at when I get the opportunity to. As a matter of fact, my only IndyCar race that I've run on a road course and finished, which is the only race so far, I finished 8th at this track in a VOR race. As there's Larkamp making a pass on Luke Daniels for 6th into turn 1. Speeds up to about 190 miles an hour into the corners. You see Daniels trying to hold off Baldwin back here in the 18 car. Jim Herrick there behind him. Matt Telder and Dylan Gonis. Also Joey Ladisor all back here. These tires slowly work their way up the temp. You'll see different sidewalls as Telder smacks the wall off of turn number 6 or turn 7, and that left front is destroyed. Going to try to go get that car fixed up, but that thing is hurt pretty well. Just loses the back end on those prime tires, which I was starting to explain. Those tires, unfortunately, take a little bit to get up the temp and are a lot faster on the long run. But Telder with that damage on the left front. Let's go back here, 8th position. Baldwin putting pressure on Luke Daniels back here also still. You see Telder back here to 14 car heading down the straightaway to Canada corners. He'll head to pit road to get that car hopefully fixed up for his sake. Ryan with Baldwin. Push to pass is on. You see right there the green light. Get you an added boost of horsepower for about up to 20 seconds. He's going to get around Baldwin, or Daniels. Baldwin with the pass as Telder does get the pit road, and the pass is made. Nice job by Baldwin. Hurry downs. He heads up here to the turn 8 section before they hit the carousel. And the corner all but wide open through that section of the track. Baldwin up in the 7th position right now. Jim Herrick trying to hold off Dylan Gonis, coming off of his great run last race at Gateway. Gonis finishing in the top 3. Was easily a top 2 car in that race. Unfortunately, he suffered some damage, had to get it fixed and come back through the field, and he was only able to get back up to a 4th place finish in the end. kind of getting settled in here. Going to be close to a 2-stop race, it looks like here. You can go about 14, maybe 15 on a tank of fuel at most. Of course, when you do the math on that, that means 28 would get you 2 stops. It's a 31-lap race, so probably going to see some guys in fuel save here. Bonus, almost a late move in there on Herrick. Johnsonville Bridge. So Sanders starting to pull away now. He's out to 2 seconds, I should say, over Sam Blackwood, who has now moved up to second, past Nate Hayden. Blackwood continuing his consistent run this season so far. Follow Blackwood here, and I'll try to talk you through a lap, a little bit of Road America the best I can here. Obviously, one of the longer straightaways you will see on the IndyCar circuit / stock car circuit. You come up turn 1, the third or second gear corner, your choice. And back up to third gear, down the hill. This is turn 2 right there. And in turn 3, back down the second gear, another 90-degree right-hander, then another straightaway here that takes you down to turn 5. You'll notice the elevation changes here. A very hard braking zone, but also a good passing zone. Downhill and to the left here. First gear corner. And you're going to climb the hill under the Corvette Bridge and another left-hander, which pretty much back to a first gear corner here. Then you just blip the throttle as you come up to the right-hander of Hurry Downs. And in turn number 8 right here, another first gear left-hander. And this is the carousel. You've got to be very, very patient on the throttle here. Come up to the kink here. You can take this wide open pretty much. You're up to 6th gear. Up to about 185 to 190 miles an hour up this straightaway to Canada Corner, which is turn 12. Another passing zone right there. Turn 13, it's almost wide open, uphill, tricky corner there. And then turn 14, this one here always gives me issues. Back up the straightaway. And Blackwood's coming to pit road here. How about this strategy move? So the 74 coming to pit road early. And this pretty much will put him in the window to make this a one-stopper the rest of the way here. So let's see how this one plays out for the 74. I kind of like the move. I like different. There we go, 4 tires in fuel, 8.5. And now he's out there on his own. He's on the primary black sidewall tires. So now he'll get those up to temp, and what he'll do here is try to go hard and see if he can catch Gavin Sanders on the fresher tires, and if so, he might be able to jump him for position. Robert Sadler has gone past Andrew Marquez for position, so Sadler looking pretty sporty here so far. enter turn 14. Let's see who else comes to pit road. Looks like Nate Hayden, Andrew Marquez, the teammates coming to pit road also now. See an abundance of pit strategy here now. At 25 laps to go, obviously these guys are going to split it up 12 and 13. It looks like going to the finish line. A Soars on pit road, also Charles Baldwin. Synchronized pit stops. Both the leaders taking off. You see Baldwin, a lot of Soar getting tires and fuel also as they pull away. So now Robert Sadler moving up to the second position as Gavin Sanders continues to pull away to a 6.1 second lead. Now Larkamp right there behind him in the third position. Luke Daniels, Dylan Gonis now your top five. All right, Gavin Sanders to pit road now, the leader in. A very long pit road. You see Sadler also behind him pitting, so I think this is pretty much the field telling me that, yeah, we are not going to make this on a one-stop strategy. So everybody aborting that and going to a two-stopper as Sanders pulls away. Good stop for him at 8.3. Sadler, 8.3 also for him. And the reason why you're seeing these low-numbered pit stops, because they don't have to fill the tank up as much. So they're able to change the tires and pretty much go at that point. Look at Sadler as he is able to jump ahead of the 24 here. So, but, oh, contact, and around he goes. At least maybe there was contact, maybe not. But either way, Sadler goes around. Well, let's show the replay here. Oh, I think there was contact. And that rubber ducky's going for a ride again. Let me hit the pause button here for a second. Let's jump to, this will tell us. It doesn't look like it from that view, but obviously it can be kind of misleading. But either way, Robert goes off at turn 3 there. Great job keeping it out of the barrier, which then again he had about a mile to spin out. So, but he's going to keep going. Tough break there for the 6. So now Stephen Larkamp, who had a bad race last week at Gateway, leads this race. Sam Blackwood did not get ahead of Gavin, still got a 3-second advantage. So obviously the strategy that Sam was trying did not work out for him here. He is a little bit closer to the 10, but not quite there yet. So let's see now the question here for the two drivers of 5150. What's their strategy looking like? Larkamp going to stay out another lap. Let's see what Luke Daniels does, as he's got Dylan Gonis trying to catch him. So obviously we got different strategies for different teams. We saw one of the XSR guys coming to pit road earlier, the other one staying out here. So obviously a split strategy for some of the teams. Same for the 5150 guys, it looks like. The redemption tour now for Robert Sadler begins as he gets back here to Joey Ladisor in the 23. One thing we will note in this series, there are cautions on road courses, but there are certain stipulations that have to happen on the road course for them to come out. Chances here at Road America of seeing one are pretty slim usually. Oh, Ladisor takes turn 5 wide, and that'll give Sadler the spot likely. Check back here on the teammates. Hayden and Marquez running in the 8th and 9th spots right now as they wait on Larkamp and Daniels to come to pit road, as Larkamp's going to stay out another lap here. So maybe these two are going to be the ones that try to make this a one-stop race, which, again, to do that, they're going to have to go 15 and 16 laps respectively, which is not out of question, but it's not going to be easy either. Especially running laps at 47s right now, I would say that's not happening. Jonas putting pressure on Luke here. Hurry down, head down to turn 8. Now we could be seeing some fuel saving from other cars, because I'm looking back here mid-pack and where these cars came to pit road really early in that run, like Blackwood and Hayden and Sanders, those guys all running 47 and 48s right now, where they were running 46s and 47s earlier in this race. So we're seeing now is a late dive here by Gonis to the high side here, going to be a tough pass. Dylan's going to jump on push to pass here. Luke's going to try to protect. Dives it in there to turn 1. Nice move by Dylan. And look at this, Nate Hayden back to pit road. Very interesting strategy from the 24 as he comes back to pit road after pitting just a couple laps ago. Could this just be a simple top off? Oh no, it's a drive-through penalty is what it is. So drive-through penalty for the 24, that's going to hurt him. As Sadler makes a pass on Baldwin just now for the 9th position. So Robert continuing to work his way back up after what I think verifies that with that penalty right there, that was the car that made the contact, I believe, with Sadler. So it was a drive-through penalty for avoidable contact, I believe, on the 24. That would explain that pit stop. So again, tomorrow night we'll be back live with these guys after catching up on the 2 races here the last 2 days for the Indianapolis 300 race on the Captain Esports Network at 8:30 tomorrow night Eastern Time. And of course tonight we have the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series and the Black Horizon Truck Series from Talladega. The Dega Dash, round number 1 of season 6. And what is going to be a very entertaining race from Talladega. Join us again at 8:30 or 8:45 for that one here coming up a little over 2 hours from now. Gives me a chance to jump on the Captain Copter and head down to Dega. So Daniels has not let Gonis get away here, as they're about 13 seconds back. Yes, very true. No halfway caution tonight, which, yeah, if you guys can pull out 76 laps of caution-free Dega racing, I'm going to be impressed. But I wouldn't hold it past you either. Gavin Sanders is about 11 seconds behind Jim Herrick, and once these other 5 cars come to pit road, depending on the strategy here, Gavin should jump back up to the front. But right now, these other 5 cars are the only ones not to pit. So Larkamp, Gonis, Daniels, Marrera, and Herrick, they should be on pit road in the next 2 laps. For these guys, obviously, they'll only have one more stop to go, and that stop should come in the next 5 or 6 laps, which will get them to the finish of this race. There's your leader, Larkamp. Had a good start to his race at Gateway last week, and it ended unfortunately with a destroyed right side of his car, and which ended up costing him the point lead after last week, but now looking for redemption here. As he comes off 14, he's going to come to pit road here, so he will definitely be pitting again. Let's put it like that. 19 laps to go. Dylan Gonis on pit road. Luke Daniels is in. Dan Marrera on. So this is pretty much the lap for everybody else to come to pit road. Lap number 12, it looks like. And what we'll do is we'll jump back here to Luke Daniels, and we'll watch his pit stop here with his crew, in case you've not seen an IndyCar pit stop on iRacing. Luke sent me the video here. That's where we're able to see this stop happen. Pulls into a stall. Up, destroys his left rear guy and his left front guy. There you go. So that gives the lead to Gavin Sanders now. Oh, and off the track goes somebody. Is that Sadler? Into the wall with Gonis. Oh, no. Trouble off pit road. Let's see what happened here. So Dylan's coming off pit road. Oh no, he blends right up into the track, and oh no. This is one of those tricky pit roads and a rookie mistake from Dylan, unfortunately. Let's show this one more time. Basically, Gonis was trying for the corner, and I'm assuming he did not see Sadler coming. Bam. Unfortunate break for both the 6 and the 27. Looks like both cars are going to be out of the race, unfortunately there. So Sanders taking over the lead now with Blackwood up to second. It's Larkamp, Andrew Marquez, Luke Daniels now your top 5. Baldwin, Marrera, Herrick, Ladouceur, and Nate Hayden. And what appears to be now 10 cars left on the track with 18 laps to go. Everybody's pretty spread out now. Could be seeing a battle shaping up here between Larkamp and Blackwood. Oh, and now I believe a caution is out. The way they're running here, I believe caution is out for that incident over in turn 1 potentially. Yep, yellow is out. 17 laps to go, as we talked about. The way that the rule book states, if there's a wreck like that, they will throw the yellow, and that's exactly what has happened here. So we have a caution for that tangle over in turn 1. And that's going to reset the field here and going to make it very interesting now fuel mileage wise. I would have to say it's probably too far out still to be able to go on fuel to the finish here. As the longest anybody went was 14 laps just now, but if we get the green with 15 to go maybe, is it possible? Trying to think this through right now in my head. I mean, if you're somebody back there, Jim Herrick, Dan Marrera, Charles Baldwin, maybe even Luke Daniels you can throw in there. I think some of those guys, maybe you try something here. Worst case scenario, you finish about where you're running. pits will open this time by, and we'll see who comes to pit road here. Sanders comes in, Blackwood comes in, Larkamp actually stays out, so we got about a split field here. Actually, I should say a majority of cars going to come in. Not sure why Luke's guy's waving. He's not on pit road. But anyways, tires and fuel for all these cars. And the question is going to be when we come back and get one to go, which should be the next time around. You gotta watch out for that pit wall there. It's a little dangerous. Will we at that point see more cars come to pit road? Actually, pace car lights are off here. We might be going green this time. Again, tomorrow night, Indianapolis will be live here on the Captain Esports Network from Indy for the 6th running of the American Open Wheel Racing Series Indy 300. Through the back straightaway here to Canada Corners. I believe they're going to be coming to the green flag this time by here. There's some other broadcasts that we got coming up this week. Of course, as I mentioned, Indy tomorrow night. And then the VOR series will be over at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Indy cars on Saturday night. That'll be a 7:30 broadcast for that. You'll be able to watch streams most nights of the week here on the Captain Esports Network, but I will say I have cut down a couple of nights on the broadcast side and doing some racing here and there now. As pace car will pull off, so we're going back racing along with Joey Ladesseur coming to pit road with 15 laps to go as Larkamp leads him to the green. Here, Blackwood looking to the inside of Jim Herrick. And he'll take that spot away, so move him up to 5th as he comes up on Gavin Sanders there. And look at Blackwood making a move on Sanders for position. Also back here, there's Marquez making a move on Herrick. It's going to be very interesting to see this battle for what could be the win of this race. Shaping up as Baldwin trying the long way around Jim Herrick here. Crossover move. Oh, Baldwin almost lost it. Up here for the lead, Luke Daniels putting pressure on Larkamp. Marrero about 1.5 back. Montesor did leave his pit stop. Unfortunately, a 48-second stop, though, for him. There must have been a speedy penalty or something there involved. As we watch Marquez behind Gavin Sanders. Wonder how many of these guys are in a fuel conservation mode right now. Here comes Marquez. You wonder if Gavin is in some kind of fuel-saving mode right now. And he is going to make the pass. We have not seen Gavin Sanders falling back like this, so you have to immediately think that, yes, he is in a fuel-save mode in that 10 car. Trying to hit a certain number so he can make it those 15 laps, plus the caution laps on fuel. Marquez on push to pass right now. Now Baldwin coming to put pressure on that 10. Up the hill to turn 6. Larkamp out to 0.6 of a second lead. Luke Daniels up to second. You wonder if you're these guys here, are you going as hard as you can to try to extend the lead as far as you can to not lose as much time when you do to make that pit stop. As we have 12 laps to go this time. Nate Hayden, the 24 car, was having a decent run earlier and unfortunately had that penalty for the contact with Robert Sadler. First of 2 contacts, unfortunately, Sadler had in this race that took him out. And it looks like an 11th place finish for him. Let's go on board with Gavin Sanders here. I want to see what kind of fuel saving maybe he's doing, if there's anything throttle-wise he's doing. Short shifting, I can hear that. A little bit off the throttle early. You can hear he's not in a full fuel map either, because the way the engine's revving. The optimal shifting point in these cars, you see the blue lights flash on the wheel. That's when you're supposed to shift the car. So if you look, he's barely even getting to that point. Oh, one car destroyed the inside wall there. That is Blackwood. Oh, no. Sam Blackwood has crashed it over here off turn 3. And it's not a multi-car incident, so you will not see a caution for this. What happened to him? Oh, no. Oh, black screen, I think. I only say that from the way he went off the track there, and if you listen on board, his car was revved the whole time. And unfortunately, there is not a safer barrier there. As they say, race car drivers will find it. Oh, wheel failure, apparently. Not even a... That is never good. So unfortunately, Blackwood, who was ahead of Gavin Sanders at that point, had a chance to potentially win this race. But equipment failure has hurt the 74, who still sits over there in that area, by the way. Somebody get that man another wheel. So when does the leaders come to pit road here? Blackwood finally jumped to the pits there, unfortunately for him. 10 laps to go. Dan Morera now up to the 3rd position. Andrew Marquez and Gavin Sanders now your top 5. And the top 4 definitely cannot make it the rest of the way. Yeah, that's never good. Never good. I've always worried like that will happen to me one day, because there's times where the wheel I have hooked up, like sometimes I'll plug it in, and when I stick it up on my desk here, I can like notice my wheel will come unplugged, and I'm like, wait a minute, I go back and I plug it in. It's never happened during a race, but trust me, there's always that nervous day where it's gonna it's gonna happen like in the biggest race of my life or something. I'm gonna be out there like probably about to win. Like for instance, I signed up for the Podium 500 race that's gonna be next month. Watch, that day I'll probably be leading with like 5 to go, and my wheel breaks, and to the wall I go. Marquez running in the 4th position right now, trying to chase down Morera with 9 laps to go. So I will say Delta time around pit road, it looks like it's about 52 seconds with the pit stop. So obviously, whoa, Dan slides a little wide there. But with the amount of time that these guys have pulled away up front, it's nowhere near enough to stay ahead of the 10. As a matter of fact, they would fall all the way back to 9th right now. Once again running a very clean race, as he does. As Marquez looks to the right here to his inside, he'll make the pass. Morera lets him go. Now, just thought about this. One thing about Dan Morera, he made the joke yesterday about being kind of I don't know what the right term to use right now is, but he's not afraid to show his adult manners, we'll call it like that. But he, as Jim Herrick's on pit road right now, I think Jim had trouble on the track. Oh, I don't see a left front wing on his car, so looks like Jim might have had some issues. But Dan, I could see an IndyCar race at, like, for instance, example here, that the Coliseum track's going to be coming out. Apparently on iRacing that they're going to run the Busch Clash at. I could see Dan Morera not getting an incident point if we ran a race there in an Indy car. He'd be the only one. So Luke Daniels doing a good job holding on to 2nd right now. Question's going to be these guys back here, who I think have been running in a fuel save mode. Continues trying to put pressure on Sanders. So I would say it's your best battle on the track, but I think this is more of just kind of drafting and saving as much as you can back here. I said as Baldwin's going to make a move here. Gonna go to turn 5 and make the pass. So Charles Baldwin passing Gavin Sanders for 6th. Make that 5th on the track here. So you got to wonder if Gavin is hitting his number or not. Definitely backing off more and more here, and he's short shifting a lot more. Scott Dixon in the corner a little bit, as I like to call it. Last time by for Gavin, it was a 48-2. So 6 laps to go for Stephen Larkamp's got now 3-second lead over Luke Daniels, who's got about 4 seconds or so on Andrew Marquez, who's got another 3 back to Morera. So when this broadcast gets done, we'll go off the air for about an hour or so. I'm going to make dinner myself and get ready for the GLSR broadcast in Talladega. It starts at 8:45 Eastern. Larkamp staying out another lap, so 5 laps to go here. Let me take a look at the pit board real quickly here for the field. As you see, Larkamp came to pit road at lap 13. We're at lap 26 right now, so this would be 13 laps. So expect these guys in the next lap or 2 or 3. Well, the other, you know what? Here's the other strategy I just well know, because you still got a 50-second pit delta here. So no matter what, even if you were to short fill and say have a 3 or 4 second stop, you're still looking at about 45 to 50 seconds on pit road. So Gavin Sanders only 15 back. Over turn 13 and turn 14, heading to 4 laps to go. And here comes the 62 to pit road, right on cue. And here comes Daniels with him. And Marquez going to stay out another lap, so Dan Morera to pit road. So here we go with the strategy. Charles Baldwin also in. Marquez could be trying the strategy maybe. Oh, they're going to take tires. Get whatever they can get out of it. So 4 laps, which is still 16 miles to go in this race. And the leader now is Andrew Marquez, looking for a second straight win potentially. Now I'm showing that Andrew pitted at lap 15 with Gavin Sanders. So depending on how he's doing fuel mileage wise, does he try to back up to Gavin? If so, I mean, that's what, 2.5 seconds a lap. He could back down to almost a 150, a 149 or 150, actually even slower than that. Almost a 151 or a 2. Looks like he's going full tilt though. Oh, I see. Good call, Dan. Thank you. I did not notice that. And unfortunately, with the replayed races, I have the tire and push to pass over here on the right of my telemetry. It doesn't show it during the replay. So I don't know what tires you had used or had not used or anything like that. What did I do to deserve that? Wait, does that mean you're changing your mind from me to somebody else, or you change your mind to me? If so, what did I do to deserve that? But I appreciate it. Wasn't it like that in the real race too? Oh, that was Detroit. Which race was it? Road America or Detroit? I know Detroit was bad, where they were like jumping off the red tires quicker than I'll get out. Oh, no one can change my mind. Fair enough. You know what? That makes sense now, Dan. Thank you. Here's where Gary's usually pretty good in the booth with me. He would have told me that. There's Gavin Sanders about 10.6 back. Brandon, I'm glad that somebody has corrupted your mind. That's all I'm going to say. As Marquez comes to pit road, he is not going to make it on fuel. Does this mean Gavin is short? Still. Two laps to go. Let's see how Nate Hayden looks right now. As he stays out another lap also. Appreciate you guys watching. 8 viewers tonight on a rebroadcast. That's up there. I appreciate you guys very much for doing that. As Hayden letting cars go by now, so he's definitely in fuel save mode. What an amazing bounce back that could be for him if he could finish second, or third, I should say, after having that penalty for getting in the back of Sadler. Meanwhile, Gavin Sanders, who seems to have a pretty good track record at winning at Road America. If he can save enough fuel here in this run, Got Larkamp 14 seconds back. Hayden 16 back. Andrew Marquez is fourth right now with Luke Daniels behind him. As Sanders going to climb the hill. He'll see the white flag. Final lap this time by. Nate Hayden has let his teammate go by, so Hayden looks like is trying to preserve all the fuel he can. He gives up third and fourth. As now he waves the white flag. He missed the leader. Why fire that flag guy? If you get the opportunity to, I should mention, if you know somebody with celiac disease or fighting it yourself and you'd like to bring awareness to it, you can check out celiac.org. It's down there in the information part of the page on Twitch and on Facebook or wherever you're watching from, on YouTube. And you could either donate to them or you can get some information about celiac and what it's all about in case you are not aware of what this autoimmune disease is. But make sure you check it out, celiac.org. Also, a big shout out to Track Cams 4 Gourmet for being the official cameras of the Captain Esports Network. As through Canada, or through the carousel for the final time, through the kink, and in the Canada corner. Comes Gavin Sanders. As he climbs the hill here to turn 14, and he could coast it pretty much from here. Well, outside of going up the hill here. He's going to do it. Look at that. Fuel saving mode for Gavin Sanders. Going to take him to victory lane. Road America in round 4 to Gavin Sanders. Larkamp's going to hold on and take second. And it looks like it'll be Andrew Marquez holding off Luke Daniels for a top 3 run. Dan Marrera going to get himself a top 5. Party in Panama. Cue the Van Halen. Hayden going to end up 6th. Baldwin 7th. And Joey Ladasor, well, he's going to try to get to the checkered flag. And Jim Herrick's going to end up finishing in the 9th position, it looks like, for him. I'm going to say, when we Road America out turn 5 burnouts, but we're not going to get a turn 5 burnout. I think Gavin just ran out of gas. He sure did. Gavin's out of fuel, so we're not going to get any burnouts. We are going to get the final results here from Road America as Gavin wins it over Larkamp Marquez. And there's Herrick crossing the start-finish line there. Nice job, Jimmy. Andrew Marquez going to round out the podium for a 2nd straight week. Luke Daniels, Dan Marrera, Nate Hayden, Charles Baldwin, and Joey Ladasor finishing 8th. Jim Herrick, Sam Baldwin, Robert Sadler, Dylan Gonitz, and Matt Telder 13th. The other 2 drivers did not start this race. Fantastic race, by the way, as we go into round 4 tomorrow night, or round 5 tomorrow night. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're back live with the series as we've caught up on the races that were owed. So appreciate everybody's patience and letting me get this finished up for everybody in the series. We'll finally be able to get a race live tomorrow night from Indianapolis to 300 Mile there. Should be a lot of fun. That'll be at 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow evening. Coming up here in a little over an hour and 15 minutes. Click over to the GLSR YouTube stream link, and you will see Talladega Racing in a truck series. Expect somewhere near 40 trucks in this race coming up tonight, and what is going to be a pretty wild one, I must say, and what could be the strongest championship yet in this series history. So it's going to be definitely a lot of fun coming up. So great job to Gavin Sanders on the win. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Appreciate it. I'm going to step away for a little while and come back at 8:45 Eastern time from Talladega Super Speedway virtually here on iRacing, and go from there. But appreciate Isaac and everyone from the American Open Wheel Racing Series for allowing me to broadcast here this evening and throughout their season. And remember, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing.